I'm literally just in my robes. I have normal clothes on underneath. So let's pretend that I'm just a chilled out Slytherin this World Book Day. And we'll roll with that. Happy World Book Day, everyone! So, as usual, every World Book Day they release books which are £1 per book, or free if you have one of the World Book Day tokens, which a lot of kids are given when they're at school. So today in schools all around, people will be dressing up as their favourite book characters, and more often than not they are given one of these World Book Day tokens, so they can go into Waterstones or they can go into any supermarkets and trade in their tokens for one of these £1 books. Or, like I said, you can buy the books as well. This year there has been a really good selection. There is Cruella and Cadpig by Peter Bentley. There is Three Little Bookworms by Mike Brownlow and Simon Riggety. There is Hubert Horatio by Lauren Child. There is a Lego minifigure kind of fact file and all about the minifigures and all about Lego. There's facts in it, challenges in it, games in it and all that jazz. There is Bad Mermaids by Sybil Pounder. Then we have Claude Best in Show by Alex T. Smith. Then we have The Great Rocket Robbery by Frank Cottrell Boyce. Then we have Diary of Greg Heffley's Best Friend by Jeff Kinney. And then there are another 4 which I am going to talk about today. So those were 8 of the books, and I'm going to talk about the other 4 because these are my favourite books from this year's World Book Day. The first one is Naught Forever by Mallory Blackman, and this was really cool because this is a short story from the Noughts and Crosses universe, and it's been a really long time since I read Noughts and Crosses. I probably read that when I was in year 7, so 11 and 12, and I'm 24 next month, so it's been a long time since I read that series and got back into and actually have visited that world. So it's really cool to have another story from that universe. This is about Dan, who is on the run from a Naught gang and they want him dead. That's why they are hunting him down. And it also has Eva, who wants to be left alone and doesn't want anyone to bother her, but then they cross paths and come into each other's lives, and it is that story from there. I really liked this. I loved going back into the Noughts and Crosses universe and having a short story experiencing that universe again, because like I said, it's been a while, and I absolutely loved this. I thought it was done really well, and it was a nice little snippet back into that universe. Then we have Everdark by Abby Elphinstone, and this is about a place called Crackledawn, and they're waiting for a phoenix to rise at midnight to release the magic of these untracked kingdoms. But instead of the phoenix rising, it is a harpy instead who wants to steal all of this magic for itself. So this story focuses on 11-year-old Smudge, who has to set sail and go on an adventure to stop the harpy and bring the magic back to her kingdom. It's been a while since I read something that was kind of on the sea in this kind of adventure, sort of sea adventure story. So this was really fun and really fresh, like a breath of fresh air, and a really kind of something that, like I said, I hadn't experienced in a while, and I really like it. I love Abby Elphinstone's writing. She writes really well. I've met her at the Witchwood Festival, I forgot the name of it then, and she's really lovely. I love her books, and she always tells such incredible adventure stories, and this one was no different. Then we have Snap by Patrick Lawrence, and this book is about Soraya. Her younger brother Fahad runs away, and her friend Austin are trying to find him, but he doesn't really want to be found. He has secrets that he's keeping, and it's everything that unfolds from there. I didn't really know what to expect from this one, but I really liked it. I've been constantly surprised by Patrick Lawrence's stories because I read them because I think they sound really good, and then they always surprise me in a really nice way and in a way that I wasn't expecting, and this also gave me that despite being a really short story. So I was really happy with this one as well, and I really liked it. And then finally we have Percy Jackson and the Singer of Apollo, of course, by Rick Riordan. When I found out this year there was going to be a Percy Jackson story in the World Book Day books, I was so happy and excited about this. I love Percy Jackson. I only just started reading them last year actually, but I absolutely fell in love with them, and I was so excited when I saw this. So we have Apollo, who's god of music, and one of his singers has gone missing. I just love it. Like, I just love Percy Jackson so much. First line, I know what you're going to ask. Percy Jackson, why are you hanging from a Times Square billboard without your jeans on, about to fall to your death? Good question. You can blame Apollo, god of music, archery and poetry, also the god of making me do stupid quests. This particular disaster started when I brought my friend Glover some aluminium cans for his birthday. Percy in it. It's just how his life goes. Standard day in the life of Percy Jackson. So yeah, so those were my 4 favourite World Book Day books this year. Obviously I discussed the other 8 as well. World Book Day is really important. Since I was old enough to know what World Book Day was, when we would dress up at school and have that competition and read the books, I've always wanted to celebrate it. It is wonderful and I love seeing it, and I love seeing all these people dress up and celebrate the characters of their books, and I just love the whole thing with World Book Day and everything that it does. It's just a holiday where we can celebrate books. And also the £1 books is amazing because they're like short stories. Yeah, they're not full-size books, but they're affordable for people to get into stories, and if they just want to read some short stories, that's a bunch of stories that can keep a child occupied, or a story that they could read over and over again. And they take in those vouchers, which are amazing, and I'm so glad that they have them and they give them out in schools, and they can go and get a book, and that's a book which maybe they can spend a day reading and a day going into, and they can explore different types of stories that they might not have known that they enjoyed, or they can read the start of something and then they think, I really liked this, I want to read more, like the Percy Jackson one. So I definitely think that it's a really important day. It's really cool that everyone celebrates it, and I love seeing everyone dressed up. I'm going to work later and I'm excited to see what everyone's costumes are, so I think it's going to be really cool. I wanted to share these ones with you because, like I said, I spent the last couple of days reading them. I really liked them, and I wanted to share my favourite World Book Day books with you this year. But like I said, there are so many other ones as well that you can go and get. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, then I make videos about books and fandomy things a couple of times a week, so if you'd like to stick around and join us, then you can do that. And as usual, all my links to everything else will be in the description below, so if you would like to check those out and come and join us on things, then you can do that as well. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I will see you next time. Bye!